guys, how's it going? Caleb here. I'm here with my dad. We were just sitting in the parking lot having a great conversation about some things that's been going on in my life, and I felt like it would be good to kind of share kind of some of the things we've talked about that's kind of been helpful to me, that might be helpful to y'all. So the first question I have for you is, what advice do you have to any high school students that are having trouble finding their identity and who they are?
I would say it's a normal process to be in, because think about it, like everyone is always trying to figure out, like, you know, who they are and what they like. So when you get to high school, that's a big pivotal moment, because you're not grown, you're not quite a college student, but you know you're not a kid anymore. So now you're trying to figure out, okay, I'm not young like I was, but then I'm not so old that I'm paying bills and got all the next level of responsibilities. So it's like, okay, so who am I and what am I doing and what do I like, what am I into type stuff or whatever. So the thing that I want to challenge you and to anybody watching this video, you can always tell who you're supposed to be and who you're gonna be because of like what it is that you just gravitate to naturally. So whenever you just in like your quiet time, like what really piques your interest when you think about this thing, like you get excited about it, like, you know what I'm saying? So like for me, like it was no doubt I'm gonna be something in the automotive field. I just love automotive. I love cars, love motorcycles. I love the sound. Like if I'm riding down the road and I hear something coming down the road, like I'll literally cut my music down, let my window down just so I can hear the sound. So when you get those kind of like inclinations on stuff that makes you excited, then you need to lean more into that or whatever and see what's there, because you have a calling in your life there, because it's like you're naturally gravitated to this stuff. So that's what I would challenge you, like lean off into like what you do naturally and what you feel naturally and what naturally brings you joy.
Second question, what are ways to deal with maybe some of the built up anger or emotions that people have towards maybe not just other people's, but like their self too? Like, what are steps to take to forgive themselves for what they've done? You know, like just forgive themselves. And others.
Yeah. So first step, as far as like, you know, you forgiving yourself, you're human, just like, you know, others are human. So a natural human, like, you know, you're gonna critique yourself based on what you see or what you feel like others are doing and how you measure up, right? So with that, you then have to learn and be like, you know what, life is not a measuring tool, because if you stop and think about it, when you see anybody that's doing or having the things that you desire to have, or, you know, maybe dressing the way that you desire to dress and different stuff like this, whatever, you're looking at a person that's in a different season in their life. They didn't start that way. Like everybody goes through certain seasons. You have to go through things in order to get to the next level. So where you are right now, you're just on another level than where you was 3 years ago, 5 years ago. Record another video 3 years from now, 5 years from now, you're gonna look back and be like, dang man, I remember I was posting a video, like I didn't know who I was picking to be for real. Like I'm out there trying to find myself or all this other junk, whatever, but now look at me, like I got this going, I got this, you know what I'm saying? Me and this person been together, like whatever, like if that's what you desire, whatever it is or whatever, like, you know, my truck is looking like how I want it to look, because you didn't, like, you know, put the time in, put the work in, you know, dump the money into it, did all the stuff, got it looking how you want it. Now you're gonna really appreciate it and all the stuff. So everybody is in a different season in their life. So you have to be conscious, like don't beat yourself up because like you feel like, you know, you're less than, or like, you know, you let yourself down. You definitely haven't let yourself down. You're definitely not a failure. You just at a pivotal point in your life to where, like, you know, you need to just understand, like, okay, like you still trying to figure some stuff out, like, you know what I'm saying? Like you're a growing young man, and like I say, you got a strong future, a bright future ahead of you. And so you just got some stuff right now that you're going through that you're trying to figure out to kind of see like, okay, next step, I know which direction you want to go, versus the day come, you graduate and you like, yeah, I have no idea. I didn't think about it. Like, didn't pause and think about anything. So take your time, you know, focus in on you. Don't beat yourself up, because there's nothing to beat yourself up about or whatever. Like, you're learning, you're growing, you're experiencing things, and everybody sees things differently. So how you view certain situations, other people view it differently, and how you you know, interpret things, other people are going to interpret it differently. So with that, once you make your decisions based on how you interpret the information or whatever, then you can make decisions based off of that, and like, you know, how you need to move forward and proceed. But like, it ain't never worth, you know, beating yourself up and stuff like that.
No, I agree. If you see me around school or just see me and wonder why I've been so much more happy, it's because like I'm just freed from everything, kind of just like my whole past. Like, I just let everything go. I talked to God about it, talked to my parents about it, we prayed about it. Like, so many people have just been praying for me and being there to support me, and that's really just what you need. You can't keep all that anger like built up inside of you, because like for years I just had built up anger I never really realized. Just whether it was like being tore down at school, like being called fat, short, you know, just being tore down. So like years of that, it starts to get to you, and then when you move to a new place and, you know, people start to call you attractive and like just compliment you, you don't even want to accept the compliment, because you don't even like believe you're that. And that's where I was last year. Like, I didn't even believe like what people were saying. So like when somebody would give me a compliment, like saying I'm fine or something, I would accept the compliment, but it would just be different. It would, you know, it took getting used to. So that's really all it is. Like, once you find who you really are, you know, you go different, because you just know who you are, and nobody can take that from you once you find that. Yeah, but I just want to come on here and talk to y'all guys real quick. Like I said, me and Pops, we were having a little talk, and I just want to include y'all in it.